Hey planner friends, shadow again, sorry. It is 7:32 on Wednesday night. I did not get to plan the other day like I had planned to. So I'm going to do that now. This week is my I have these clips over here that I have yet to pull out of the bag yet. So I was seeing if I had any other Halloween ones, which I do. This kit, because it is my daughter's birthday week. Birthday this week, tomorrow, the 13th. No, Thursday, the 15th. So I'm going to use this kit. Her favorite color is like pink. Sorry. And so I'm going to use this kit from Cricut Paper Co. I just thought it was so pretty. I normally just do I let her pick out a Halloween spread, but I saw this and it's birthday and, well, not birthday, it's probably a Halloween party, but it's cake, so her birthday. I did do a full kit. That's the only way she offered this kit, and I just definitely wanted this for her birthday week. Scallop boxes, appointment labels, 3-tiered, glitter headers, half boxes, appointment labels, full box checklist, weekend banner, checklist, some more boxes, and I went ahead and put the date dots from an old kit that I had of hers, and the bottom washi. So it is a 6-page kit. I'm going to use this Hocus Pocus. It's got the green. It's a little brighter. This is from Run With Craft Scissors, which is Brew. Run With Craft Scissors. And then I may just use this one also from Run With Craft Scissors. I may just use these 3. Yeah, I think so. Because the other one has like orange in it, so I don't want to do that. I have a little ghost somewhere around here. I just don't know where it is at. So I went ahead and did my white out across the top because it's all orange. I do this every time. This is my hourly Erin Condren. It is the Flower Power. I know I haven't said that in a while. I will say the bad part is, I'm guessing they changed their sizing. And I just thought it was maybe because I had an hourly, but I think I've heard other people say that because none of my, oh, this one actually does. Usually it hasn't been fitting across there. It's been too short. I know Sarah Elizabeth Prince is too short. I'm usually not up at 6. I need to be up at 6, but I don't get up at 6. So tomorrow, the 15th, this video will go up, is my daughter's birthday. I am going to be crying and boo-hooing and all of that good stuff because, see, this one's just a tiny bit short. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. She will be 18. And I'm like, what the heck? Where has the time went? Like, I told her when I got home from work, because she's working on a cake and an essay, poor thing. She had to make a cake for culinary. And so she was working on that, and then she has to do a couple essays for the end of the 6 weeks and stuff. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just skip over tomorrow. And she's like, oh, we'll just say my birthday's on the 13th. And, oh, we forgot to celebrate, so we can't celebrate. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, no, we're just going to skip over that date completely so you don't get older. She was like, oh, okay, well, what about the other kids? I'm like, oh well, sorry, I don't know what to tell them. I cannot believe she is going to be 18. It's just unreal. Unreal. Oops, I Whiteout Tombow, Amazon. Tweezers, Perfect Prints Co., who is normally in the TPC sale, just an FYI if you want tweezers. I think she's always in there because she's one of the admins, so she's probably always in the sale unless something goes on. Anyway, so she is gonna be the 1'8". I always told her, I was like, oh, okay, so you're 18, means you can move out and get a job. And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, you're not going anywhere. And then, so this is her senior year, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. All this stuff, like, holy moly. So for her, she was actually due on the 21st, but I had been having, at month, like 7.5 to month 8, I believe, somewhere around in there, like right before I was 8 months, I started having complications, and the placenta was like already pre-deteriorating. It was already by 8 months, I think, or close to, I know I wasn't at 9 months. It had to be like right around 8 months. I was having to go for non-stress test every other day, make sure she was doing okay. And then I'd be having Braxton Hicks, of course. And it was already like at a stage 4, which is like the last stage. So we wanted to make sure she was still getting everything she could by the end of probably close to like 8.5 months or so. I don't remember. It's been a little bit. So, we had to go for a non-stress test every other day to check on her little self. I kind of want to do like the big cake maybe out for Thursday on her birthday. Maybe I'll do that for her birthday and do this one as my theme sticker. So yeah, I went in to the hospital on, sorry, I'm gonna turn this upside down. Saturday night, no. Yeah, Saturday night I was having contractions, so I went in and they kept me for a while, and then I just kind of stopped having contractions. So they were like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. I'm like, okay. And then lo and behold, Sunday I started having them again, pretty bad. Go back in, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep you. And so they keep me, and we did Cervidil, I think is what it was, like Monday morning. And then we did oh, let's not do that right there. Let's do the green, I guess. So we did Cervidil, and my contractions were like every like 3 to 5 minutes, but that was as far as I was getting. So I didn't even have that like an hour, the Cervidil stuff, and we took that out. And then we did so I just was there in the hospital all day Monday, and then Tuesday we did Pitocin, and those were having my contractions like every 30 seconds, but I wasn't progressing anymore. Like I wasn't doing anything. I got to like a 4, I think, and I was in tons of pain, as you can imagine. I finally got, my water finally broke that night, about 8:30, I think. They actually, I think, broke it. And then they did, I still wasn't progressing any, so they were trying to figure that out. And then we about 9, 8, 9 area, my blood pressure raised, and so it was apparently pretty high. My pulse was racing, and I started having a fever. And so, they were like, okay, that we're gonna have to do like an emergency C-section and everything. So about 10:53 at night, go in to have surgery, and I'm like debating, because I didn't really do anything on Monday, so I don't want to use that. I don't really have a whole lot to mark for Monday. Tuesday. Let's do these. So we go in, have a C-section, and then they nurses were like, yeah, we had to go in and do that. We didn't have a choice. Like, she was already getting way too sick. It was to the point where we were fixing to lose her and possibly the baby. And I was so sick afterwards. Like, I had her on Tuesday. I didn't get out of the hospital till the following Tuesday because I had got an infection in my incision from running fever. And felt absolutely miserable. Like, ugh. It was just horrible. And they had actually released her, and I was like, can I go home then? And so the doctor was like, yeah, if we keep you in here and let her go home, like, you're not gonna get any better because you're just gonna be depressed. I'm like, yeah, like, definitely, like, that's not gonna work for me. And so went ahead and released me. And so, and then I kind of stayed. He told me, he's like, I had to go back within like a week so they could check my incision. And he's like, yeah, he's like, it's still not where it needs to be, but I'm going to give you like this one more week. And if it's still not, then we are going to need to do go back in and do another surgery, because we need that infection. And I'm wondering, like, now if that was something that caused, because I had my son C-section too, because he didn't know why I couldn't like have the kids natural or whatever. So I'm wondering if that's why I had so much scar tissue too, because I was so swollen and like with that infection, to where that's why I've actually had to have a hysterectomy already. So I'm wondering if that's why. So, and she has been a little turkey since the day she was born, literally. She's very sensitive. It's, she cracks me up because she struggles making a decision. It is stinking crazy. Like, it is, her and my son are both like that, but I'm like that. Like, if you ask me where to eat, I'm like, I don't know, where do you want to eat? Because I'm always scared of making the wrong decision. So that is something I definitely struggle with. You know what? Instead of these, I'm going to use these in my sidebar. And I'm going to put to-do headers. Ugh, that's a lot of pink. Which is funny because pink is definitely not my favorite color. Definitely. Ugh, I'm not a pink fan. Like, it's pretty, but I'm not the floral. And and then to top it off, she looks nothing like me. That's fun. She looks like her dad, and between her dad and his sister. Yeah, how lucky is that? I go through all the pain to have her, and she looks nothing like me. She acts like me. Yeah, she's sarcastic like me, and she's very sweet. Oh, she's one of her and my son are both really sweethearts, and I can be, it just depending on who I'm around. But she's like me for school-wise, like, very much gets her schoolwork done, like, for the most part, straight A's type thing. And then all that good stuff. I've been playing my Switch at nighttime. That's what me and her did, actually, Monday. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit so I can mark that. We were playing Animal Crossing on our Switch. I had mine streamed on my TV, and she was playing, so we were going to each other's island. And then, but yeah, so she picked, we don't, her Mima is gonna, her dad's mom is going to pick her up tomorrow for dinner, and take her out to dinner. She's gonna and so I told her, I was like, that's fine, y'all go ahead and do that. Me and Bub will grab something, and then we will I lost my train of thought. We'll grab something, and then Saturday we're gonna go out of town. And so I told him, I was like, okay. So, well, I told her, I was like, okay, this town, or this town. They're all within like hour and a half of us. We don't live, we kind of live in the middle of everything. And she's like, and I was like, I just need to know, because if we go to this one, I want to stop by Walmart. They have something that I need to pick up, and the other store doesn't have it. I need to get like a new, like a knife set, because I have like the bigger knives or whatever, but I don't have any like steak knives, and we always need like a knife or something, and we don't have one. So I was like, you know what, they have some, and I definitely want black. And I like the Pioneer. My sister has the Pioneer Woman ones, because I love those shears. And so I know that I definitely want that. And so put that she has dinner with her Mima. So I told her, if we go there, I can pick up that. If not, not a big deal. It's no worries whatsoever, but if not, we'll, and she's like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, okay, now think about where you want to eat. And she's like, and I'm like, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. And I'm like, okay, do you want, I kind of talked about this in my daily duo. I'm like, okay, do you want steak? Do you want, she doesn't eat Italian, definitely. I'm like, do you want this? Do you want this? And she's like, steak. She's like, I haven't had steak in a while. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, okay, well, here are the places that have that. And so she picked Texas Roadhouse. And I'm like, okay, cool. We can definitely oops, do that. And I was like, I forgot to put my to-do header. This is just a palette knife from Michael's Hobby Lobby. I don't know. One of those places. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna double it. That's not a big deal to me. I guess I can use like one of those. And she's like, yeah, she's like, that sounds good. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we'll go do that. We won't do much else because we'll have my son with us. And he is very much like, doesn't like to do anything. He despises like going to places like that. So I'm like, no worries, like we'll just do like bare minimum stuff and let her pick out something for her birthday. And because she's at that age where like I know what she likes, but at the same time like we still have different tastes. And like I've bought her clothes in the past and this and that, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna let you kind of pick out what you want and go from there because it's just easier. And so, oops, it's like, we'll just do that, and then we will, so I told him, I'm like, okay, because I was like, go ahead and look online and see what you might want to eat, because she's so picky. And she's like, my son's like, I just want a burger. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I'm like, Emily, figure out what you want to eat, so that way, you know, that way you kind of have an idea. And she's like, whoa. And I'm like, did you look today? And she's like, I already told you where I wanted to eat. I'm like, no, go ahead and start looking at their menu. She was like, really? I'm just gonna use that on the sidebar because I know this isn't a double box. Well, I know on Sunday I'll have a to-do box. And I can put the weekend banner down here. I'm gonna put, don't y'all just love this? Or I can put it up here. Do we like it up here? My goodness gracious. Or do we like it down here? Ugh, I'm scared that this coloring is too, like, maybe we'll go across that. I love the script. And her paper is that like vinyl, so you do have to use like a Sharpie, or I really want to find those those Pilot pens that they use. Do we like that right there? Or is it blend in with that? Does that? Oh, you're not even in frame. That would probably help. I'm gonna stick this down here. And then, but yeah. So she got a good, she's cracking up at me, and I'm like, figure it out. Go ahead and start looking. Decide if there's anything, like, because there's not a whole lot you can do anyways. So we definitely won't be like doing a whole lot anyways, but do it maybe with this pink scallop. Or could do it this way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just wipe this out. And I'll put like a little cake. I know I have probably store it here because I have yet to put up anything. Good grief. I'm so awful. But yeah, so that is our big plans for her birthday. Nothing much, nothing crazy. Not that we ever did anything like crazy, but you definitely can't do that now. These are from RG Paper Designs. This is the first time I've ever ordered from her, and because I won in the Facebook giveaway in September. I will say I got like the sampler though, and they weren't cut all the way, so I basically had to throw that whole sampler away because there was a bunch of small ones. So everything else, like so far, was good. I think I've used a kit. I've used like one of her monthlies and I struggled with it, but other than that. So I'm not gonna put it to due on Saturday because I know I'm not gonna be doing anything. Oh, let's put a header on top of there. I'm trying to get like my routines in gear. Okay, so Friday the 16th, let's see, this day, I know we're going there. And I'm usually a little more like white space than what some of this is. Bad. I think that's it. I'll fill in that as I go and add more stuff because Friday, I don't know that I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of anything. It was super duper loud and I'm sorry. So let's go into sidebar. Monday through Sunday because I can go ahead and track dinners. I've actually done really good. We have been sticking to our meal plan this week, which is amazing because normally that does not happen. Been doing pretty good. Hold that other one. I'm trying to decide. Let me go ahead and put my last full box down. Yes, done. Work, work. I'm gonna put my header. Maybe I will go ahead and just, because I know there's a couple of things I need to do. sorry, you can probably hear my dryer or my washer or my dryer, one of the two. I wash some clothes. Well, I wear a lot of black, and sometimes when I do my laundry, that soap like sticks and it looks ugh. So I have to like do another rinse cycle. You know what? I do have lunch plans. Let's do this one. I love these because they give you plenty of everything, but I have so much of it left. But I can utilize like all this stuff. Oh, what I can use? No, sorry. Let's do that. I'm like, do I like that? Do I like that right here? Do I like it? Butt it up against that. So I thought I was gonna have to go out of town today, but kind of luckily my guy ended up working. He was still on a job, so I didn't have to. But that means, and then the other guy, the other manager will be out of town apparently. So I definitely won't have to go this week, so it'll probably be next week. Okay, not bad. Not too shabby. Okay, so I could use my habit trackers. But I'm like, is there any point in even marking anything? It's already Wednesday. But you know what? I have a lot of habit trackers, and I already know what I can mark. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's gonna be for dishes. Oh, that one's pink. Let's put the green up top. I really need to track, like, I've been horrible about taking my meds. Like, it should not be this difficult to take those, but oh my gosh. I've been so slacking. And then cleaning my face. Should not be that hard to do that either, but boy. Okay, let me move everything up just a smidge. And I even got some like little just got them, but I don't know what I did with them. Back there over here in the safe pile, yeah. I got these little like kind of like a Clarisonic. I don't have like the Clarisonic, but I have like another brand that I don't know what the name of it is, that I'm supposed to be using that I have yet to take out of the box. I've done a lot better this week with my routines though. Like Monday I didn't, but yesterday and today I like got home, like dishes are done, like everything I actually had actually done. Kind of proud of myself. And so there you go. So Monday's a little bare. Like I said, I really didn't do a whole lot Monday. I maybe I'll do a little 3-tier checklist. Because I did do a little bit of stuff, just not. You know what? Let's do another to-do. And let's do this right here. And I'll just back plan that. And hopefully tomorrow night I'll be able to go in and do by next week actually get ahead of the game. Well, the other thing is that's actually payday. That is the only thing, like, she doesn't put any deco or anything like that. Like, there's no, it's all literally functional. So, like, today is actually payday. So I may just take, like, this little Post-it. What was I gonna put there? Oh, lunch. Or maybe I just won't mark it because I don't like that. Maybe just stick a script there or something. I don't know. Which actually, technically, I'll get paid tomorrow because the banks were closed Monday here. Not here, but like, you know what I mean. I actually hadn't got paid yet, so that is what it is looking like. I really need to figure out my camera to where it's like up a little bit so you can actually see the whole thing. So, actually, I'm gonna use this Simply Meant to Be and Witch's Brew. I think that's it. So I need a little black pumpkin. I thought I had a black pumpkin. Hold that up. Hold that fuck. I have a white pumpkin. Oh, this. Oops, I just knocked off July. Oh, there's my one. Okay. I have a white pumpkin with a little black stem. And it's glittery, so I will take it. There we go. I like it. Very cute, very cute. All courtesy of Renwood Craft Scissors. So, kind of see my mess too. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's most of it. We're just gonna deal with that one. All right, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.